So this is a heat of the Wyfold Challenge Cup between the Dresdner Ruder-Club from Germany and Tideway Scullers School. We always like to watch the Wyfold crews off the start. There can be some steering going on in both crews, and we see brave steering from Tideway Scullers staying nice and tight to the island. Let's hope they can keep that in now.
Yeah, stroke man in the Tideway Scullers School crew there is steering. That's Dominic Parnell. And after a little bit of a shimmy, he looks to have found a line. Actually, it's the first few metres that, when you're steering from stroke, are the most difficult, because you've got nothing behind you to line up. As soon as you can see a few buoys and then the booms behind, you can tell you're moving in the right direction. But a good clean start, and you can see the Scullers have got the edge as they're about 150 metres off the start now, almost evening out to 3/4 of a length. Pretty high stroke rate there, pushing it along very nicely, very hard. Dominic, 22 years of old, some good form, 12 junior national medals at J15 and J16 level, and also backed up by his brother. They've rowed together 4 times at Henley, and that's a great feeling. And having that sort of cohesion, two brothers, Greg, something that you're very familiar with. How's it feel to row with your brother in this level of competition?
Well, I think the thing you get by rowing with your brother is you get the roller coaster of emotions, that really you can get the best out of each other. Sometimes when you choose to give each other a bit of feedback, you might get the worst out of each other. But at times like this, I think you can push each other on, you back each other up. Rowing is all about being synchronized with the people in front of you. And we see the Parnell brothers in the stern of this Tideway Scullers School boat, just moving really nicely together. So as we pick this one up further down the course, coming into the enclosures, we can see the Tideway Scullers School. They're in nice control of the race.
Yeah, Dresdner Ruder-Club 1900 here is the first Henley for all 4 of those athletes, and so just an incredible experience for them to come over to the UK and to race in this 179-year-old competition. And as I say, it's harder for you, if you haven't done this course before, to understand where you are in the race. So all credit to them for making the trip and making it into this top-class event.
Yeah, there's some fantastic races around the world. This one has the booms on it, and the crew from Dresden having to make their little correction there in terms of their steering to make sure they stay away from it. In the stroke seat, Moritz Bose has the rudder on his foot. He made that little correction just in time.
Yeah, that was some deft steering by Moritz. Actually, he noticed in time that to avoid the spoons of the blade, the end of the blade that goes in the water, hitting against the boom. Once that happens, then it's very hard to steer away, because you've got the side that you need to be pulling hard to steer away is impeded by the boom. So last-minute correction done very well. And they've managed to hold on, the Tideway Scullers, who brought down their rate of striking. The Parnell brothers in the stern have set a good coherent rhythm. Looking at the 2 oars on this side of the boat, Parnell, and then behind him Nicholas Challoner Halford, rowing very well together. Nice tidy composition in this rigging, where they have 2 oars together in the middle. You can see any timing discrepancies more easily there, but that's been a very coherent row by the Tideway Scullers School.
It certainly has. As you see in the Tideway Scullers School is Lloyd Seaman, who's the first across the line, ahead of the crew from Dresdner Ruder-Club, who saw this as definitely a regatta to put on the bucket list, and they have raced here, and I hope they've had a great experience. We see that win in the Wyfolds for Tideway Scullers School over Dresdner Ruder-Club.